Good morning, student. As we have completed two chapters in history, the first chapter you have studied about the introduction of medieval history, and the second chapter we have learnt about the new kings and kingdoms. So, in this way, student, today we are going to start the lesson number 3, the Delhi Sultanate. In the previous chapter, you have learnt about how the Mahmud Ghaznavi and Muhammad Ghori they plundered to India. Mahmud Ghaznavi was having the intention to take the money and to beautify his capital Ghazni. But the other hand side, Muhammad Ghori came here with the intention to rule over India for a long time. So today, afterwards, af- we are going to learn about what the things that happened and the incident took place after the when the Muhammad Ghori attacked on India. So in that chapter also, student, we have learnt there were the two battles of Tarain, 1191 and 1192. In the second battle of Tarain, Prithviraj Chauhan, one of the strong Rajput ruler, was defeated by Muhammad Ghori. So in this way, after the second battle of Tarain, Muhammad Ghori got the extreme power by which he can establish a rule in India. So afterwards, what you are going to learn that we have to see in the today's chapter. As student, you can see the chapter name Delhi Sultanate. This chapter is going to explain you about who are the rulers who ruled over Delhi for a long time. So this chapter you will learn about the different kinds of the fact. First one is the beginning of the Turco-Afghan rule, and second is the overview of the slave dynasty. Okay, so in this chapter, and student, you can see the timeline, and timeline is the most important all the times I am just explaining you the importance of timeline. So here it is explaining you 1192, it is the first battle of Tarain. So it should be not a first battle of Tarain. It is a mistake. It's supposed the second battle of Tarain because the first battle of Tarain took place in 1191. Then 1206 we can see student Qutbuddin Aibak becomes Sultan. Then 1265 Balban ascends the throne. 1296 Alauddin Khalji become ruler. So today I am going to explain till here only. It means about the slave dynasty. Slave means a person who is doing the work under a person. It means for a long time, for the lifetime. Okay, so in this way the person is known as a slave, जिसे हम हिंदी में गुलाम भी कहते हैं. Okay, so in this way, why the person known as slave? Because at that time the person was nowadays the things are buying. At that time the persons were buying the persons also. Okay, so they afterwards they were becoming their slave. So student, it is explaining about the Delhi Sultanate. So first of all, just I have been explained to you the second battle of Tarain that took place in 1192. So it is a mistake already I explained to you. Okay, 1192 is the second battle of Tarain. So after the second battle of Tarain 1192, Muhammad Ghori got the power to establish his rule over India. So in this way, afterwards what happened when he got victory over Prithviraj Chauhan, he appointed Qutbuddin Aibak as the regional general of northern India. Qutbuddin Aibak was one of the slaves. Just I have explained to you. But after very soon, okay, after very soon he died. It means 1206 he died. So in this way 1206 it is the beginning of the slave dynasty, because Qutbuddin Aibak was one of the slave of Muhammad Ghori. That's why this dynasty known as the slave dynasty. So in this way, student, we can understand till it means from 1206 this Delhi Sultanate, the process had been started till 1526. So till 1526 you will study, and more than you will study in class 7. 1526 one of the main important date. It means it is the ending of the Delhi Sultanate in India. Afterwards Mughal Empire like the Babur, Akbar, they all came here. Okay, so now we are just learning about the Qutbuddin Aibak. Just you can see here he sat on the throne 1206 to till, it means the slave dynasty lasted from 1206 to 1290 century. So in this way these were the slave. Okay, so that's why they were known as the Mamluk also. They were known as the Mamluk. Mamluk means the same meaning, the slave slave and a son of the slave. Okay, slave means a person who is doing the work under a person without any kinds of the expectations. Whatever the master will ask, is the person supposed to be complete that all the kinds of activities. Okay, so this is about the Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak was one of the slave of Muhammad Ghori, and after the death of Muhammad Ghori, he became the Delhi Sultanate first ruler, and he established the slave dynasty. So in this way, 1206 to 1290, it is a time period of slave dynasty. So they were known as the Mamluk also. First of all, Qutbuddin Aibak was one of the main ruler in the slave dynasty. At that time, there was the Mongols also. Mongols, those who are the attacker from the northwest side. Okay, and there were some other problems also. Student, you have heard the name of Qutub Minar. So that was founded by, it means even though that is completed by Iltutmish, but starting that has been started by Qutbuddin Aibak also. Okay, so in this way we can understand about the Qutbuddin Aibak. So when he was playing the Chogan, okay, Chogan means it is known as the horse polo. So at that time, while he was playing the Chogan, so that time he fell from his horseback and died. So in this way, it means for the 4 years he sat on the throne, 1206 to 1210. This is the story of Qutbuddin Aibak, one of the founder of slave dynasty. Afterwards, his slave, it means this is the process of the all kinds of slave, Iltutmish. Iltutmish, he sat on the throne for 1210 to 1236. It means for the 26 years. Okay, in this way we can understand about Iltutmish. He was the true architecture of the slave dynasty, because he have done or he have built so many incomplete buildings like Qutub Minar, which has been started by Qutbuddin Aibak but completed by Iltutmish. Iltutmish also started some other things. Okay, like he studied Chalisa or Chehelgani. Chalisa or Chehelgani means it is the group of 40 members. Afterward, he started the proper division in the army also. And one of the main thing he studied the Iktas. Iktas means one of the system where the people were getting the different kinds of the land instead of the cash and salaries. Okay, so just it is given that he divided the sultanate into small and the large tracts called iktas. So ikta was one of the different kinds of the large and small kinds of the land area, the tract area. So in place of the salaries, he was giving the iktas to his employees. Afterwards, he have, for stopping the Mongols, just I explained to the Qutbuddin Aibak, he have strengthened his power from the northwestern frontier to protect the empire from the Mongol attacks. Okay, so in this way we can understand here. He just attempted suppress the internal revolts in Punjab, Sindh, Bengal and the Bihar. This also one of the good advantage what he have done. Afterwards, he introduced the silver coins called tankas and copper coins jintals. Okay, so this is tankas was the silver coins and jintals were the copper coins. So this is all the introduction about the Iltutmish. So Iltutmish was one of the slave of Qutbuddin Aibak. He had completed so many work which is left by Qutbuddin Aibak. He started the process of Chalisa Chehelgani. He have done the proper division in the army. He started the Ikta system, and he also have strengthened his power towards the north and the western side, so he can save his empire from the Mongol attacks. He also started the different kinds of the coins, that is the silver coin known as tankas and copper coin known as the jintals. Afterwards, when Razia Sultan, one of the first lady who sat on the throne, we can say about the Razia. So Razia was the daughter of Iltutmish. Even though Iltutmish was having many sons, but they were not capable, as is given here. His sons were not capable of ruling. That's why Razia was a brave, intelligent and just ruler. That's why Iltutmish got given the chance to Razia to sit on the throne. But it was a conspiracy by the male courtiers who was not ready to, being a woman, have to sit on the throne. Okay, so that's why they have conspired. They have done so many plots against her. Okay, so that's why of 1248 40 she has to sat on left the throne, and she also killed by the conspired persons. So this is the Razia Sultan, the first lady sultan in the India who sat on the throne. So Razia Sultan was the daughter of Iltutmish. So this is the something the introduction or other things about the slave dynasty. Now student, next we can understand about the Ghiyasuddin Balban. Okay, Ghiyasuddin Balban also Turkish slave and called one who had become a leading member of nobility. It means nobility means in the court. Okay, when the emperor is sitting there, so there is court and there the courtiers are there, so many members are there. So from them only he became the one of the brave person. Afterwards he sat on the throne. So what the things he have done we can understand. So Balban was also one of the most powerful emperor. He have started so many different kinds of the things. So now we can understand. First of all, he defeated many local rulers. It means nobody can oppose him. That's why first of all he crushed all the opposers who was opposing him. Afterwards, he also protected his kingdom from the Mongol invasions and internal revolts. Internal means who can from his own side. Okay. Afterward, he started to establish an efficient spy system. For the spy system also, it means for the army, other ones he also have done, and for the investigation field he have done so many reformations. Afterwards, this is a place Doab. Doab is known as a land between two rivers, and you know it is in northern India where the Ganga and Yamuna both rivers are flowing. Okay, so there is a two fertile land. That's why he have adopt or new kinds of policy. This is known as the blood and iron. Blood and iron means he has to use different kinds of policy to save and protect this area for his own purpose. Afterward, he mercilessly punished robbers and destroyed jamidars who defied his authority. It means, just I explained to you, any person if they were going against him, he was just exploiting them. So in that way, if any person like the jamidars and any others, if they were opposing him, he was having the mercilessly punished them. So in this way, we can understand about Ghiyasuddin Balban. So student, today we have learnt about the Delhi Sultanate. The starting of the Delhi Sultanate, it means that has been started after the second battle of Tarain. Just I have explained to you how the Muhammad Ghori he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan 1192 in second battle of Panipat. Then Delhi Sultanate has been started from 1206 to 1526. Then the slave dynasty was founded by Qutbuddin Aibak. He lasted from 1206 to 1210. They were known as the Mamluk also. Mamluk was the slave. Afterwards, I have explained to you Iltutmish. Iltutmish also one of the slave of Qutbuddin Aibak, and how he have started so many different kinds of the system. This we have learned today. Afterwards, I have explained to you Razia Sultan, who was a daughter of Iltutmish. She sat on the throne, and but she has to overthrow, or she has to wash her hand from the throne and even her own life also because of the conspiracy. Okay. Afterwards, when we have learned about the Ghiyasuddin Balban, one of the brave ruler, but he has the different kinds of the blood and iron policy. By his blood and iron policy, he overthrew many rulers if they were opposing him. So in this way, student, today you can understand this all the things how the Delhi Sultanate has been started in India. So thank you. Have a nice day.